What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Tisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman says a man with no female friends is a big red flag. Guys, we've never heard, well, maybe you have, but I personally have never heard this one before, and I do a lot of these every day. I react to crazy shit single and lonely modern women say a lot, and I've just never heard this before. Not having female friends is a red flag. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. Let's get it.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like, I don't do it. I don't, and I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with. Because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
It's truly fascinating to see women who are in their 40s. By the way, that chick who made that comment, 40-year-old single woman, give advice. And you just realize how, even with age, they're just so out of touch. I don't know if they just ran out of things to talk about, but let's entertain it for a second. These women and women who think like these chicks do not understand that women rarely bring value to a man in the context of a friendship without any sexual benefit involved. If we're going to take that away, if we're going to take any possibility of anything sexual ever happening between a man and his female friend, that female friend rarely brings enough value to the men in her life for them to see a friendship as a worth enough investment. Just think about it. What can a female friend do for you outside of sexuality? And before you say, wow, this is such a terrible statement, let me rephrase it so you can understand what I'm trying to say better. What are most women who are your friend willing to do for you? For those of you who have female friends for whatever reason, what are they willing to do for you that is of benefit? Here's what I mean by that. There was a video posted by this chick that I reacted to a while back. Her car broke down. She was having car issues. And you know what she did? She went in her phone and she started to call guys who she considered were male friends. Here's the video. I don't know if you guys remember this. Let's check it out.
I forgot how useless men are nowadays. I remember a couple weeks ago, my car wouldn't start, and it was the most annoying thing ever because it was 3 a.m. We just got out of a party. Like, we're tired, just want to go home. My car wouldn't start. So naturally, I call every guy that I know that's in the greater Cincinnati area, right? Half of them were asleep, so I'm not mad at them. But of those that were awake, either they didn't have jumper cables or they didn't know what to do or they didn't know how to do it, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not one for gender roles, but come on now.
All right. I think it's funny that you say that men are useless, even though your first instinct was to call all the men you know.
Oh, shit.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's go. I hope they're giving kids coffee these days. What's going? It's just crazy that a child, young king, seems to understand this discussion more than the 40-year-old woman we just watched. It's crazy. Now put yourself in that chick's shoes. If your car broke down, can you think of a woman who you would call who would help you come jumpstart your car or maybe change a tire? Since she's not one for gender roles, and most modern women aren't for gender roles. Can you think of a chick you could call? Most of them would look at you crazy if you needed them to come and do something like that. Like, especially if it's on a regular basis. And it's not just that, guys. You know, if a female has male friends, she knows they're willing to sit down, listen to problems and venting about the guy who she's chasing after. She knows if she has something heavy and she's moving, she can call him. He can come help move that thing. And you might say, well, that's a man's job. Okay. How about the video I did of a woman who was talking about how she borrowed her friend's husband? And they don't only do this with friends' husbands, right? They do this with their male friends as well. She borrowed her friend's husband to come do like maintenance work around the house. Check it out.
This is another one that I know is going to make y'all upset. You ready to get mad? My friend's husband just came over and helped me install so much stuff in the house. He helped me replace the chandelier, take down the old one. He helped me replace the toilet seat that was broken upstairs.
Wow.
And he installed a thermostat and connected it to Wi-Fi for me.
Yo, this is wild. Modern women are out here borrowing husbands. So my question is, can you ask your female friend to come cook for you? Because that's what these women want. They want you to see women past what they provide sexually, right? And so in that case, your female friend should be able to come cook you a meal. Your female friend should be able to come cook you a meal if you're hungry, and help you out, maybe wash the dishes. Would they be okay with that? Mind you, I'm not talking about acquaintances and the woman who you do business with. No, I'm talking about the value that that woman brings. Will she do that stuff with you? No. She will not. She will not do those things for you. Most women out here are not doing those things for you. They're not doing it for the men in their life. You think they're going to do that for their male friend? No, you get pillow talk time. You get used and abused. That's what your job is. And I honestly think that the women who are having this conversation are just trying to justify this, because these are the justifications they give in relationships that they've attempted to create this type of dynamic. They give the same justification and they want to justify having male friends. So they would say something to you like, well, I just don't see men for sex. I can have a male friend and it could be strictly platonic. Yeah, but he wants to smash, I guarantee you. So this is just nonsense overall. And I know most women who had a valuable man would not be okay with telling him to go out and make more female friendships outside of like, you know, work and such, and confide in them and build strong friendship bonds with that. Let me know how that turns out for you. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says, single and 37 with the laughing emoji. He's talking about the chick there who was talking, I think 37 or 40, either one. Another comment here says, I got 5 sisters and a mom. I don't need no female friends. Here's another comment from another man who says, I love Joy, but I disagree. So a lot of guys here disagreed. Another comment here says, I got 3 sisters and I don't need their advice. On the advice note, here's another problem with female friends, is that you can't be honest. You can, but you can't. If you doubt that, go look up videos of women explaining what it's like to get advice from their male friends. They don't like hearing it. They tell them the truth. Hey, he's just using you. He just wants to smash. You stay away from. They don't want the truth, right? They don't drink coffee. Here's another comment that says, I don't agree with nothing Joyce says. I guess that lady's name who presented that whole female friends logic. Her name is Joyce. I've never heard of her. Goes on to say, I've been married 31 years. How long has she made it? Somebody else here responded back and says she hasn't. Another comment here says, fellas, more red flags are being created every day for us. We can't win. Here's somebody else who says, fellas, go to the gym, travel, build wealth, and protect your peace. Another woman here who actually agreed with those chicks says, yeah, because that means you don't know how to have females around without being sexually attracted to them. And it's never this. It's usually that men don't string women who they don't find sexually attractive along for a friendship. They just don't. If a man looks at a woman and he's like, she's annoying, I don't want to deal with her, and I don't find her sexually attractive, like she's fat and stuff, he just doesn't want to deal with her. Versus women, they see an opportunity to dangle their cheeks right in front of your face. Yeah, he may not be attractive, but at least he's a good listener. And he can listen to these stories of me getting my back blown out. And she knows deep down inside, oh man, I know he wishes it was him. Right. Another comment here says, yeah, I don't want my man with women friends. I'm good on that. Yeah, good luck getting women to agree with that logic. Here's somebody else that says, I have 2 female friends, my wife and my mom. I know other women, but I'm not confiding in them as a friend. Somebody else here says, I get what you're saying. A lot of dudes can't relate to women outside of a sexual capacity. Anyways, guys, listen, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.